All right, hello and welcome to what may be a series, but this is my first dive into Baldur's Gate 3. Um, my name is Marshall. Thank you for joining me here. Just to give a quick, short as I can rundown, I'm familiar with Baldur's Gate 3, never played it before, but I've seen plenty of stuff online for the last couple of years. I know it just got the last major content patch a month or so ago, and yeah, I played D&D, I played Magic, I have played the Baldur's Gate set in Magic, so I actually have a Carlock card. Didn't get any of the Secret Lair stuff, if you know what that is. If you don't worry about it. Uh, but I know who a lot of the characters are. I played Stardew Valley, and I've put in the mod to add Baldur's Village there. So again, pretty familiar with some of the characters here, and obviously from the D&D side, I have played a lot of that. I know not all of the mechanics are going to translate directly to this, uh, but I just wanted to spend a little bit of time going through at least the character creation here, because I know that's one of the main facets of Dungeons and Dragons is creating a character that you plan on going on many adventures with. I think you can also choose to play as one of the characters, one of the origin characters. Again, I've kind of only picked up things by osmosis, but yeah, I wanted to go on myself and see how see how things go. So let's dive in. I am also going to be playing without mods, at least for my first run on this. I figure that's probably safest. I know there are plenty out there that can change the gameplay experience. That is basically a fraught and deadly campaign. Yeah. Oh, there she is. There's my favorite. Okay. We'll go with the balanced. Yeah, we'll do this again for the first time around. But it looks like we have made it to the character creator. Okay, so yeah, you can play as the origin characters. That one, I believe people also refer to this as just dirge. But that's if you want to be like a. I believe it's if you're want to just play as like an evil character. There's the whole alignment chart, lawful good, evil, chaotic, whatever, all that. So I think that's if you wanted to play as a not good guy. But I'm gonna go ahead and make my own. So let's go ahead and choose. Start with the race. I have been partial to Dragonborn warlocks. That's a combination I love. But let's see what the Dragonborns are like. First off, there's male versus female. I'll play as a guy this time around. Um, they have non-binary as well. That's great. But I'll stick with that. And I'm not just necessarily going to go right to Dragonborn. I'm going to kind of go through this for a while and tweak stuff, see how it all goes. I am also curious too, because Dragonborn are able to come in. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Normally, different Dragonborn colors affect what kind of breath weapon you get, what kind of resistance you get. Um, just leave that as default. Doesn't seem, at least at first, that your skin color here affects that. I like the blue highlights though. That's fun. Oh, that looks bronzish there. That's kind of fun too. I would have thought the horns might be a different color, but again, it's totally fine. Let's see what the blues look like. blacks. Or silver. They're also giving tails, which normally in D&D, Dragonborn don't have tails. This was kind of updated that. Okay, the crest is also including horns in this, so. I don't know. Again, I like playing as Dragonborns in normal D&D. They're not speaking to me quite as much, and that's okay. Some people go for this. I know that there's romance stuff that happens later, and I don't know. Feels like there'd be a lot that gets in the way. So yeah, I might go with someone else. Civil militia, weapon proficiency. Interesting that the Dragonborn didn't have any race features. In addition, the elf already did. Tiefling has a couple. Drow. Okay. Yeah, is the Dragonborn's the only one that doesn't have a race feature or anything else on here? So that is interesting. Again, they may have the breath weapon in this. I don't know for sure. Oh, that's where you can just. Okay, I didn't even see that first. So, Black Dragonborn. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This can change your. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So you get this action of the breath weapon, and that's why. Okay, I didn't see that before. I look at the whole screen. I forgot to mention too. Part of why I'm doing this right now is, again, one, the last content patch came out a month or so ago. Two, this game just went on sale. And three, my wife is out of town for the week, so conditions are perfect.
Because everything is just right. Conditions are perfect. There's nothing good on TV. Conditions are perfect.
Just kind of felt like the right time. I guess 4, I'm off work today too. And 5, I wanted to finally be doing more stuff with my channel. Whether or not people will find this interesting, we'll see. But yeah. Well, for those who do want to play a Dragonborn, again, this is going to be an important thing for your breath weapon and resistance. So yeah. But let's go back to the other races. And again, I believe there are mods that can add in more races if you want to. The updated 2024 D&D rules actually got rid of half races, so that's not something you'd see in the future there. Oh, he's a skinny guy. I'm sure that may change, but oof. Just a gnome. Drow there. You know what? I might just try to make myself. I might just go with that. So we'll start here. Okay. I am definitely a white guy. No, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna be human. I'm not gonna try to go crazy like that. So it's not looking bad there. Yeah, I'm definitely. That's not looking bad there. Okay, so start there. That went ahead and changed it. Okay, that changed the height and physical build.
Where to next?
No.
What was that?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
That's not me.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Be wary.
It's opened.
It's
I wonder
open.
what's back there.
Wonder what's back there.
More of those
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its...
What?
What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Like that might be the best one there. So, all right, go back in. I'll come back to scarring later. That might depend on what class I choose. Maturity. How does that change things? It's wrinkles right around there. Okay. I got a couple. Up quantity. Bam. Not really. Okay. Again, leave that. No real scars. We'll save for now. Okay. Body art. Oh, those are fun. 8. Makes me think of like Minsk. I think that's how you say his name. Isolation. Oh, that's fun. That if I were a druid, I would probably go with that. Again, I'll come back to this more decorative stuff later. Eyes. There we go. Makeup. Yeah, not into it. Hair. Okay, this can be fun. That's about my hair shade. That's fine. Okay, so let's find a hairstyle that's... Mine's definitely not that curly. Bud, frilled wings, tiny mohawk, piranha tooth mohawk. A Fabio style there. I don't know. I've never been able to pull off the shaved sides of the head or shaved one side type thing. It's just no. I've still got hair. Okay, let's keep going. Get some of the feminine styles here, or this one, if it's for a guy, would be the Justin Bieber. Oh, that one's not bad. That's kind of what I do sometimes if it's that long. Okay, so this is Feywild Trickster. I'll keep that in mind. No. If I ever let mine get that long, I never do, but if I ever did, that'd probably be what it looks like. Mine's not quite that curly. It's definitely not that straight. This one, Valiant Heart. I do definitely appreciate that they've got so many options. Because more options means more representation. Never a bad thing. Conqueror. No, this doesn't feel like me. This is giving me vibes of Chris Pine in the D&D movie, which, not bad. Destroyings. I also just love the names that they have for all these. Precision. No. Haunting Bounce. Bounce. Okay. Yeah, I think that one Feywild one that it said. So, yeah. That, I think, will be where I go. Okay. Then we'll narrow down the color. It's going to be... I think that brown there, and then if I can find a graying that goes for the temples. I don't really have highlights. I guess I am getting some grays throughout all of my hair. And I do like the Reed Richards that gets like the gray right there. It's not gray at all. Can you even tell? Feels like it only really shows up after 30 here. Go with a light brown. Turn down that. There we go. That's looking like mine. Yeah. Okay. That actually works really well. Okay. Nothing down here to choose. So facial hair, I've usually got some stubble. One stubble. Charming devil. It is hard to get stubble right. Like this, all the facial hair just kind of looks pasted on right here. So, yeah. I definitely don't have just a mustache. Okay. That changes all of it. Okay, I'll go with this for now. We'll see if there's a good way to change it later, though, because this is the closest to, again, just, yeah. Okay. Maybe there's a mod that can fix that up. Okay, we'll keep looking at other stuff. So next up, this guy's going to be his class. There's the standard 12. No Artificer, no Psionic or anything like that. Human Fighter is pretty much the standard, but... You know, as druids, you can do the wild shapes, and those are pretty cool. With stealth, skill, and uncanny reflexes, Rogue's versatility lets him get the upper hand in almost any situation. I said, when I play, I love to be Dragonborn Warlock. But there is also kind of the expectation of Warlocks having to rely on some usually darker, higher power. Yeah, trade their loyalty for supernatural abilities. Plus, the downside of Warlocks is that they've got Warlock spell slots as opposed to, say, a Wizard who has a ton of spell slots. So, I also want to make sure I can get hit in case I'm ever on my own for a while. So, I want to say Paladin and Cleric might actually be better this time around. Paladin. Lay on hands. Divine Sense. Then Channel Oath versus Cleric. Got Resistance, Guidance, Sacred Flame. Spells here of okay. And this could all be great to help teammates out. You know, I'll go with the Cleric. I think I'll give that a shot. Okay. So, for this cantrip section, I will come back to this in a bit. I'll work on the spells first, so. And light, use flame. Always good. Explode a corpse, causing it to impale those around it. So yeah, I've got a radiant damage, fire damage, and resisting some damage. So I think that's good. Now for our subclass, we've got, whatever your subclass is, that'll determine what abilities and spells you get down the road. Nourish your faith in the force that creates the dead and give rise to the undead. Captain will join all manner of magnificent skills. Driven body, mind, and soul. In the campaign that I ran over the last couple years, an in-person D&D campaign, we had a war domain cleric that really, really did some damage with one or two spells. He was really good with it. I do like Thunderwave a lot. Okay, I'm leaning towards Tempest, and I'm gonna go with it. Okay. And then Fog Cloud as well. Deity. So... As God of Inspiration and Invention. Bards and Clerics, so that can work. I'll keep an eye on Ogma. In the Afterlife. Just the orcs, yeah. Both for the drow. Warden, Dwarven God, something. Gnomish, yeah, Ogma. I think I'll go Ogma. Now for background. Background can kind of, gives you more skill options, or at least proficiencies. Charlatan. Again, I'm going to try to be mostly lawful good stuff. Make lawful good choices in this. Entertainer. Outlander. That one could be good for a Tempest Cleric, I want to say. So again, I'll keep my eye on that. Start off levels 1. I don't know. I don't feel heroic. Yeah, I'll do Outlander. Abilities. Okay, here we go. So that's recommended because it's given wisdom. That's what I do most of my spellcasting with. Yeah, well, I might just go with this kind of default recommended. Skill proficiencies. Inside there. Medicine makes sense. Religion makes sense. And then for spells, that'll have there. So I've already kind of choose a sanctuary, water, inflict wounds. That was what in my campaign, that was what my cleric there played a lot with. So I'll keep that for sure. Guiding bolt, also great. Yeah, I'll get rid of the create destroy water and get rid of sanctuary. Flee, move closer, freeze, drop to the ground, or drop its weapon. That feels like a tempesty, kinda, okay. Bless, cure wounds, and healing word. Let's do cure wounds. Yeah, I think we're mostly locked into this. Again, I wish there was a bit more to edit this way, like with the body size, exact shape of the face. But I already know there's a lot that can go into this game anyway. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I did go through these. Okay. Okay, so now we'll look and see if there's any scarring that might look appropriate. Got on the neck, too. Eesh. Small ones there. A lot of ones there, probably self-inflicted. Yeah, I don't think scarring is going to be appropriate for this guy. Makeup. JD Advance there. lip tint. Yeah. But keep it low. It's not quite my thing, at least for myself. If I ever make a wildly different character, then I might do something different. But yeah, I think just normal there for now. Double check the eyes. You only really get the color. You can't do shape unless you change the whole face with it. And those have to go off the same color there. Be nice if I could make that a bit dark without affecting that. But that's alright. Again, with other species, it wouldn't matter as much, so. Okay. Well, I think this might be it for now. I'll probably be able to change my clothes and all that once I actually get to play, but yeah, I'm liking this. I'm looking good. Blue was already my favorite color too, so that's a plus. More mixed star back there, so one of these here. Let's do initiative. Start with 9 health, again at level 1, makes sense. But, yeah, I think I'm going to be good to go. Thank you for sticking around with me this far. This is my first time, again, diving into Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm going to have some fun with this. I'll probably record myself a bit more as I play this. If you're new to Baldur's Gate 3, if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for joining me on this interesting journey. Take care.